Hi guys and dolls, today I'm bringing you another video in my Disney Princess series. Today I'm doing a video for Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog. The movie takes place in 1920s New Orleans and it is just a wild ride. There's voodoo and hoodoo and shadow men, and I don't want to spoil any plot points if you haven't seen it yet, but it's overall creepy, a very interesting movie. Visually it's beautiful. There's so many different art styles within the movie, which I think is just really freaking awesome. I love it when they do multiple art styles in a movie. I took inspiration from the color and shape of the dress that she's wearing at the end of the movie. It's a mint green and the layers are shaped almost like flower petals. So that's what I've done here, is done that sort of pointed but rounded on the inside shape. Cut crease, of course, you guys know I love cut creases, and the mint green shade here in the center part. The outer portion here I made darker to pull in the themes of the movie that are kind of like dark and a little creepy. And I think that's pretty much it. If you like this video, don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And let's go ahead and get started. Starting out my makeup today with Urban Decay Primer Potion all over the lid. For my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Day and Night palette. As you can see, it has some really fun colors. Today I'm going to be using primarily the top row. There's a whole bunch of silvery and minty greens, deep greens, grass greens. Those are going to be the main focus of today's look. The eyeshadows I'm going to be using today are a little bit on the powdery side, so it helps to have a sticky base down. So I'm using NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk to just help everything adhere. It's kind of like eyeshadow glue. I'm starting out my eyeshadow with a highlight color. This part's relatively boring, so I'm not going to show you too much of it. Yeah, it happened. Next I'm going to take a transitional color. This is a deep beige from the palette, and just place it in my crease. Even though it's not terribly obvious, it's little things like this that can make or break a makeup. I'm going to begin to map out my petal shape with this deep green eyeshadow and a small angled brush. And I'm just going to take that along my eye. It's kind of difficult to explain this shape, but just think of it in terms of a petal. You want it to be rounded at the inner corner and kind of come up at the end, almost like a big wing. Then I'm going to trace from my lower lash line up to meet that top line and connect them. Then I'm going to begin filling them in and deepening it. I want it to have a nice dark color to it, so I'm going to mix in a little bit of black as well. I just want it to be a nice frame for the rest of the colors. It can be very difficult to get pastel colors to show up, so I took a little bit more of the NYX Jumbo Pencil just on the lower part of my lid, and over it I put the mint shadow and a little bit of a silvery mint that's in this palette as well, and kind of mix them together. By blending the two together, you get the beautiful mint shade of the matte shadow, but you get a little bit of shine from the other, so it's a nice combination. Next I took a few of the grass greens from the palette and just packed that color right next to where I have the mint color. I want to get the color concentration down first, and then I'll use some gentle side sweeping motions back and forth to blend the grass green in with the mint green, and then I'll pick up the brush that I had the mint green on and go back over it. By blending the two of them back and forth, you're going to get a nice seamless blend. Once I had the majority of the eyeshadow on, I went in with some makeup remover just to clean up the shape and make sure that was for sure, what I needed to do. And then I just took a little bit of black eyeshadow into that outer corner and blended it in with the darker greens. It creates this wonderful gradient. For eyeliner today, I'm going to use Ben Nye's Cake Liner in black. Cake Liner needs to be activated with water, so I'm using a little bit of MAC's water-based mixing medium. The brush that I'm using for this is also from BH Cosmetics, and this one, it's so thin. I don't have any eyeliner brushes that are quite this thin, so I'm quite impressed with this one. Before I move on to the rest of the eye makeup, I like to do my foundation before I do my lower lash line and mascara and stuff, just in case there's any powder fallout. If you want to know what I use for my entire foundation routine, please check out my blog at Vintageortacky.com. Now to finish up my makeup, I used a pair of eyelashes from Elegant Lashes. This is 001 Black. They're a thin, slightly wispy lash, but they don't feel very durable, so I decided to just put my mascara on right on top of them and just you know, make them nice and blended in with my own natural lashes. For my lower lash line, I used my favorite grass green eyeliner. This is Graffiti from Urban Decay. Then I went in my inner rims with a black liner from Anastasia. This is their new Covet liners. They're meant to be comfortable in the waterline, and I actually find that to be true, so I'm quite pleased with them. The final step for my makeup today is a little bit of that silvery mint color, just in the inner corner, just to give it a little spark. For blush today, I used the BH Cosmetics blush palette, and in this palette there's 3 duos, and each one has a matte side and a shimmery side. I used both the shimmering pink and the shimmering peach blush today, just sort of layered them on top of each other, and I love the way that this gives my skin such a lovely glow. To complement the green eyeshadows, I used a warm lipstick from Milani called Fruit Punch. And there you have my completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you decide to recreate it, please share your recreations with me on Instagram and Twitter. Remember, you can always follow me on Facebook to get updates on my videos. Sometimes the YouTube subscription thing can be kind of unreliable, but I always post new videos on Facebook. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to just be yourself. See you, bye.